We're here, we're queer, and we will continue to change the world. Welcome to Queer Changemakers. I'm your host, Justin Mezzapin, pronouns he, him, and each episode will share stories of LGBTQ plus individuals who are taking action to make a difference in our communities and beyond. Welcome to another episode of Queer Changemakers. Today we have our guest, Michelle Archable. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Would you like to tell the audience a little bit about who you are and what you're up to these days?
Yeah. So, number one, Justin, thank you so much for having me. I'm ready to share everything to the world right now. So, I'm Michelle Archable. Love saying my name. I'm many things, but I am a motivational speaker, I'm an author, and I'm a confidence coach. So that's the entrepreneurial part of me. But also, I'm married. I've been married 14 years. Wait a minute. Yeah, 14 years. So been married. Actually, I messed up. She's going to kill me. I've been married 12 years and known my wife for 14 years. We have a 4-year-old and we have a 22-year-old. Don't start, don't ask. Yeah, so we got girls. So I'm here because confidence is everything. Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, and now I'm living my dream and I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's me.
Awesome. Thank you for that introduction and congrats. What, 12 years married? That in and of itself, that is an amazing accomplishment. And having
Yes.
two kids that with that age gap as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. I don't know if I'm able to do either of that at this point in time, but I'm glad for
uh, when you
um
find the best, you have to know that you're blessed with the best. So it's been all good.
so, okay. So confidence coaching. What
Mhm.
what got you into that? What made you say this is something I want to do?
Good question. And I love talking about that piece of it. Here's why. I remember at 5 years old, my mother and father, Jerry Archibald, Geneva Archibald, planted a seed of confidence in me at 5. What does
Mm,
that mean? Anything that I wanted to do, they said I could do it. Not anything bad, but if I wanted to try something, for example, if I wanted to try soccer, if I wanted to try basketball, if I wanted to try playing the clarinet, they always say, okay, you can do it. So people don't realize how important those little seeds, such as that, planting that seed of self confidence, not knowing that seed of self confidence would take me through all of my life and how important it is. Throughout my life, I've had things of, body, lack of body confidence. Like I'm tall, skinny. So, that's not, people don't kind of like that. So being tall and skinny. So my self-confidence was low. But being empowered by my parents, they continue to plant those seeds of confidence, telling me being tall, that's a power. That's being empowered by being tall. So that's where it started. But throughout life, I have been through things from medical, from domestic violence. Um, and those are things that I know that got me out of those things or got me through with my self confidence. So I felt like it was my job to start planting the seed of self confidence in everybody in the world, everybody that I talk to, everybody that I can touch. I wanted to plant the seed of self confidence. So that's been my mission. That's why everything I do, being an author. I'm an author of a children's book called Captain Confidence Save Today, created a superhero called Captain Confidence, and then just being an author of 5 ways to boost your self-confidence now. Growing your self-confidence is easy. That's my mission. That is why I'm here on earth, is to plant that seed of self-confidence. So again, I love saying it. I got to say it again, Justin. It started with my parents, Geneva and Jerry Archibald.
I love that so much. Over the past few years, I've been in a number of different coaching environments, some personal coaching, some more professional in different ways, like marketing and social media type of events and spaces. And one of the interesting parts is that on people talking about how to post on social media, and the coach would give them ideas, and then they would not do them. And then
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, cool. So you had the idea, you didn't do it. Why didn't you do it? And they're like, well, what if my mom saw it, or like my uncle, or some random person? And in those coaching sessions, the leaders would be like, wait, what do you mean? Like, are they your customers? No. So who cares? Right? Like
Yeah.
the people you're trying to serve, why are you thinking about people who are holding you back? And
Yeah.
especially when people say it's what if my parents see it? It's like
Hmm.
those parents may have not been the most versed at instilling confidence in their kids. Right.
Yes.
Like it's like, oh, my parents expect me to be a doctor, not to like be a coach or do this other thing. Um,
Right.
but I appreciate that your parents were able to inspire you to do whatever it is you needed, knowing that you can have that trust in yourself. That's really awesome. So,
Yes. Thank you.
and yeah, we love our parents for all the good and bad that they are sometimes.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
we love when they teach us good values.
for sure. For sure. Great
Hmm.
parents. I got great parents.
So, when you're helping people with confidence and self-empowerment, what do you think is something that usually holds them back?
What you just mentioned. So what normally holds them back is I always say it's the experiences that they've had as a child. As I stated with my parents playing the seeds of confidence, which is something positive, then children are exposed to other things that are not positive. And so I think that that's the key thing. So things that hold you back is your experiences as a child, things that go into your teenage years for sure, that actually goes into your adulthood. And so those are the things that really is something that affects you. But one of the things that I do with my clients is that I always give them the disclaimer to coach with me that we have to be able to talk about the childhood. And so we go back and I want them to talk about the good and the good things, but then let's touch on some of those things that might have affected them. The good things are the things that they might have achieved. Hey, I ran a race. Hey, I won in kickball. Those are the things that I always bring you back to, the accomplishments that you've done as a child, because those same things that you did and you could do it plays in part into your adulthood. So childhood always is the key. And that's where it starts from for sure.
Yes, I like focusing on the good too, right? I think.
Got to focus on the good. Got to focus on the good, but you have to touch, and I always ask with permission to touch on any type of trauma. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist, but if it's things that they're open to touch on that may not was good, then we're going to work through those things so we can elevate their self-confidence and have them be consistently confident. And that's just the key.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Consistently confident. So,
Mhm.
when it comes to people working with you, what kinds of things do you help people with most? And who is a really good fit?
So I'm glad you asked that. So what I work on is I created what's called a confidence formula.
Mhm.
Here's what the formula is. It's not a hard math problem at all, right? It's not algebra, but it's the confidence formula that I created. And what that is MBA. Now, MBA, you might think from the educational aspect, you might think that that's the Masters of Business Administration.
Mhm.
Yeah, but no, right? Here's what it is. The confidence formula is mindset,
Mhm.
body language, and action. Those are the three components that I work with my clients on. We have to start with the mindset, which goes into what I was saying before. The mindset goes into thinking about the childhood, bringing up some of the things that have occurred, but also the accomplishments. So, mindset plays a part of everything. Also, body language. The mind is connected to the body. So, what you're thinking could be something of, as an example, of self doubt. Did you realize the mindset of thinking self doubt that your shoulders can go in, which then makes your neck go down, which allows you to slump? So, working with your mindset, working with your body language, because that's the key. It all works together. And then let's put those into action. So now let's take our mindset and our body language and let's put that into action. So our team works with a lot of different tools, but one of the key things about coaching is being relatable. I'm not going to have theory. I'm just going to have reality. I'm going to have realistic things. I'm going to use all type of little tools. The tools can be things such as lip gloss. It can be a water bottle. It can be anything that's going to be relatable. And so those are the key things. So I got to say it again. The formula for confidence is mindset, body language, and action.
I really appreciate that. And when you said tools, I'm not sure where my mind went, but it did not go to lip gloss. So,
I'm
but it's a very available thing.
all types of stuff, like not lip gloss, but lip balm. And because I'm looking at mine right now, because it's essential to my confidence. I must have it, so it's right here. But yeah, just any type of things I use in exercises. I've used chairs where I show how a person that might have self-doubt, even how they sit in a chair, compared to someone that has self-confidence, right? Or an elevated self-confidence of how they sit in the chair. So I always do realistic things. I'm going to use anything that's in front of me to show you about how great you are, but also maintaining that self-confidence because I'm providing the tools that you're going to need when I'm not there, right? Because I'm the coach. The coach can't always be in the action. They can be on the sideline. So that's why I always say I'm a coach. I'm not the therapist. I'm a coach. So I'm coaching you through
Mhm.
life.
Nice. And I guess using what's in front of you sounds like a really good strategy and having
Anything that's
the
in front of
normal,
us.
right? Because then I can imagine being in a different situation and then seeing a chair and being like, oh, right? Something that I'm going to see in my normal everyday life. I can remember the lesson that I might have learned and like
Exactly.
some of that into practice. And yeah,
Exactly. Yes,
that,
yes, yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Sounds awesome. So, right, I'm not sure when this episode's gonna air.
Okay.
I think it's gonna air near the end of December, uh,
Mhm.
or January. When I'm talking to a lot of friends and a lot of things, some people are very upset about the election, some people
Mhm.
aren't, but in a lot of different places, I hear a lot of like fear. There's a lot of people who are unsure of what's going on and like how might people be able to not despair,
Mhm.
but to like live life regardless of sort of the circumstances around us. There's a
Mhm.
lot of unsurety, whether it's climate change, whether it was 80 degrees and then it was like 30 degrees here, a couple, like in the span of 2 weeks.
Right.
There's a lot that we don't know about the future. And what are some tips for people to confidently live?
So here's a couple tips. Number one, always think about this. Be your authentic self.
Mhm.
That's number one. So being your authentic self is key because whatever is going on now, next week, 2025, you still got to be yourself. You still got to be your authentic self. You still have to be confident in yourself. Don't put so much confidence in another person that you're going to allow you to be led. And that's no matter whatever the politics or the parties are. I'm going to speak of that. But it's really about you. It's really about your mindset because based off of your mindset and definitely keeping a positive mindset, it's going to still allow you to do everything that you want to do. We get that there's going to possibly be some changes. We get that we're going to not be happy or satisfied with things, but it's still about your mindset that you have to have because I'm not going to go religious wise, but one person can't determine this one person can't determine your destiny. So everything that you were doing now and want to do in a positive, continue to do. Some things can affect you. It can affect loved ones. It can affect you, but you have to be the one that's going to keep the outlook. If you have been commissioned to be the one, a part of your family or friends that has to give the positive outlook, then let that be. Because if that's the case, then you're going to be provide people that great energy. So don't let that one thing that's going on determine your whole life. Because
Mhm.
before that happened, you still had life before that. So don't get me started because I be wanting to don't let, keep going.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
stop. Don't be stagnant. It's like, okay, it happened, but some things we don't have control, but whatever you might want to do to help the situation, you do that, but still be your authentic self doing it.
yeah.
So
That's
that might
that's
have been one tip. That might have been, I put a whole bunch of tips in there.
yeah. People can listen and they can break them out. But
Yeah.
I like that, especially the idea of I think maybe sometimes we give our power away, both
Thank you,
people
Justin.
who both the people who we agree with and also sometimes the
Yeah.
people we don't agree with.
Yeah.
And I think being our authentic self and holding on to that power, it's good. No matter who makes a decision, whether I like it or not, I still have to live my life, right? I
Yeah.
still have to choose what I'm going to eat, who I'm going to spend time with.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think,
And don't let that determine and change your whole life. Like, no. Again, think about things that we didn't agree with. It's beyond the politics. It's things in life that you may not agree with, but you kept moving, you kept going, you know? And so those are the things. Don't make like that be the big thing because in life, especially being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I gotta go up. Being a part of it, we have went through all types of stuff. So that's nothing compared to the things that we might have went through life to be our authentic self. Yeah.
that's
So
that's right. Like when I think about it, sometimes hard to say because just the emotions around, but like things have never been better is in a way, and part of the reason why I think there's a lot of like pushback sometimes in places is because things have gotten better, right? So like for every okay, it's not equal, but there are like 10 states that are like super like we are there and we are supporting all of our people and we will
yes,
in all the ways. And then there's a bunch of other states that are like, oh, we don't want to do that.
right.
And part of the
Yeah.
only reason why they're pushing back is because other places are doing that. So it's not equal everywhere, but I think it is better. And
Yeah.
we get to keep
And
making things better with our decisions and choices.
uh, and what you just said, let me tie into that really quick. This is a personal example because I like to get personal because again, we family, right? Justin, we family here. Everybody
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
Okay.
Me, you,
So
all our listeners, y'all family.
right. So in 2012, me and my wife lived in Missouri. We had to go to Iowa to get married. Right. So, and if you think about it, that's not that long ago, right? So
Yeah.
2012, we had to go to Iowa to go get married, right? We could not do that in Missouri. Now, fast forward, oh, you anybody can go. You go downtown, go to the courts, anywhere you can do it. So, with those types of changes, it's like the world still, I appreciate the world and where we are now because 2012, it was a couple states
Hmm.
that you could go to get married. And now look at where we are now. So those are the personal part I wanted to share with everyone. It's like to me, we've came a long way, but we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
And nothing's gonna stop, and nothing's gonna stop in 2025. We just have to think that and keep going. Okay. So I want to give y'all a little personal on me, Michelle. You know,
Thanks for sharing. And like, yeah, so much has changed in the good way.
yeah,
And I think, and part of the reason why that change even happened is because there were people who were being their authentic selves and walking forward in confidence to be like, hey, this ain't fair. Here's what we need,
Hmm.
and we deserve it. And we are going to march, rally, protest, join a court
Yeah,
case, and move forward in this direction to get the changes that we all have now today.
exactly.
Yeah, I love that. And it's nice to see how confidence works on so many different levels.
It does. Levels, age, color, gender, everything is self-confidence. That's why I'm so passionate about it.
Awesome. Awesome. So, if someone wanted to connect with you
Mhm.
or get to learn more about you, how can they go about that?
I'm gonna do two things because you know how as entrepreneurs we got all these contacts, we got everything, right? So A, go to my IG. So my IG is Michelle, the Confidence Coach. So do my IG, and then it has all my links to all my different other businesses. But also to support, you got to go to my website, confidenceiseverything.com. My books are there. I got ebooks, but also I have a clothing brand. Everything is in regards to confidence. So let's talk about that. We have shirts, hoodies. Confidence is everything. So that's my slogan, right? But
Mhm.
also, I was just at a event Saturday, and I had my hoodie on, and everybody loves it, right? And it's this is what confidence looks like. And so that particular message is so important as a motivational speaker. You know, this is the message when I go into schools, when I speak to children, this is what it is, because this is what confidence looks like. And so, no matter how you look, this is what confidence looks like. So it really stands out. So definitely go there. And then, as you were saying, Justin, about that consistently confident, definitely know you can get a, I'll send you one, but you can get hoodies, you can get t-shirts, all that good thing. So it's basically empowering products that I offer, and that is confidenceiseverything.com. So I'm gonna say them again. Gotta say it again. IG, go there. Michelle, the confidence coach, and then go to my website, confidenceiseverything.com.
Awesome. I love that. I love it. I think I have this idea that
Mhm.
I've been doing recently where it's going to be like, okay, I have a lot of shirts from different things, but also sometimes it's like, oh, this shirt is promoting the flag football league I was a part of. Cool.
Mhm.
Love it. Love the league. Open, queer, amazing. And sometimes when I want a shirt, I'm like, I want a shirt with like a message, a shirt that's cool,
Mhm.
a shirt that says something, um,
Yeah.
that's more than just the brand name, but like a proactive thing. So I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna look on that and maybe get some
I'll
things
get you something.
for the new year. It's always nice
Yeah.
to look in a mirror and be like, oh,
Confidence
speak it
is
to
every.
myself. Speak it to myself. Uh,
Yes.
and
Yes. This is what confidence looks like, Justin. You looking in the mirror, you like, that just pumps you up, right? And you feel confident when you're wearing it because it's like you're out in the open. It's like, well, I can't be down. I can't. That's what I want. Let me say this. What I provide is I provide products that are an accessory to your self-confidence because everyone has self-confidence. Okay. Everyone has it. What my job to do is to make sure that you stay consistently confident with tools, but also know that when you're at a level from a scale of 1 to 10, myself, I'm not always a 10.
Mhm.
There's some days that I might be a 3, right? But I have the tools to elevate. And when I say elevate, I always use the word tweak, right? Not twerk,
Mhm.
Justin.
Right.
It's tweak. So tweak is really a small adjustment. So sometimes we just need to make a small adjustment to our level of self confidence. And sometimes it could be the smallest thing. It could be something that you read. It could be music that some music that you're listening to. It could be someone said something to you. Oh, family could say, hey, I love you. But that is what that is. So all I'm doing with my products is accessorizing your self-confidence with t-shirts, with hats, with wristbands. That's what my job is. So I'm accessorizing something that you already have, and then my job is just to elevate that and tweak it. Again, don't say twerk. I'm just tweaking. I'm just tweaking.
All good. Not that there's anything wrong with twerking. I think sometimes, sometimes in spaces where people are dancing, to twerk is to have a certain level of confidence. Like there's some people
Yeah.
who, like, I'm scared to dance.
Yes,
Oh my
you're
God.
right.
But it's like when you see somebody out there, whether or not they know how, but they're just like going
They
for it,
so
you're like, oh,
confident.
right? It's like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you did that. And
Yeah.
personally, anyways, for me, sometimes it's just like the community aspect of like people just like dancing, whether or not they know how.
Right.
That's that's freedom, right? That's freedom, that's trust, that is
Yes.
authenticity, that is like confident, and it's like, oh, I love it when communities can support anyone's any expression of joy and just as confidence. Yes, but we can tweak things. We'll save twerking for another time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Don't have me. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna twerk. Go ahead.
Awesome. All right. So now to move to a question I love asking everyone.
Mhm,
When it comes to our LGBTQ plus community
mhm.
right now, what is a vision you have for the next step? Like, what would you like to see in and around our LGBTQ community in the year 2025, since that's about to be here?
Mhm. I would like to see some of the things that I do see. I want to really have more of an impact, and I want partners to have more of an impact on our youth. Our youth are the future. What they gravitate to, I want to implant that more. So, perfect example is this. So, concerts, as an example, right? So, we have all these different types of concerts. And I want, sometimes with our youth, you impact them with music. So it's like I want to have a huge, almost like it's a Super Bowl, but it's not the Super Bowl with sports, right? I
Mhm.
want to have motivational speakers that's similar to when you have a concert. I want more of our youth to be ambassadors, to be advocates for our community. That's what I'm looking for. And so, kind of on a global level. But definitely our youth are important because I'm going to say it in a certain way. What is happening is going to happen, possibility of things that's going to happen with the leadership of 2025. We have to really do a lot more. And so we still have to impact globally. And I believe it's going to take our youth to do that. And so being someone that is, I would say, seasoned. We need more seasoned people to pass that torch on and to guide them. And I think that's the key thing. So that's something that I'm definitely working on. But I'm all about music, so it's like I gotta impact that too and
Yes.
incorporate all of that.
That's fair. I love what music is and what it can do, and I come from like a more conservative church background.
Hmm.
And there are all these people who are like, music and emotion are bad. That all about logic and something else and action. And it's like, no, I don't agree with that. I think music is a tool, and music has expression, and music and emotion are important. And if we aren't using tools like music for good, right? Like music's still
Yeah,
gonna be there, and it's just not gonna be a tool for good. So like, why not
yeah,
use it as a tool for good? Like, people connect with music, like let's connect.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
right? Not everyone will read a book. Some people have to listen to it, and some people
Right. That's me. That's
listen
me.
to music. They might hear a music, hear a song that they like, and then it reference a book, and then they're like, "Ooh, what was that? What does that line even mean?" And then that
Right.
inspire them to do the next step. So yeah, well, I love it. I love it. Do you perform or do any music?
I don't. I used to perform. I used to do some performing, but no, I just love music, right? And I just love music, all types of music for sure. I want to be a DJ, so don't tell nobody because I'm practicing. I'm trying to be a DJ.
Right?
That's my
I
aspiration.
won't tell a single person.
Yeah. Everybody listen, I want to be a DJ. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm taking lessons actually. So I want to be a DJ. So I definitely like
Awesome. Love it. Well, one of these days I'll see you on the track. I don't know how DJs work,
Yeah,
but on the
yeah,
table,
yeah.
spit.
Oh, yeah, for
No,
sure, for sure.
maybe if it was you, if you're DJing
Hmm.
and the music was right,
Yeah.
I'll twerk.
Okay. Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I'm that good. I didn't want to say that out loud, right? I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody. Don't hold me to that. But
I'm gonna hold you to that.
yeah,
And
and
that'll be something in 2025 when we collaborate on big things and all of that. That's what we're gonna do.
mhm.
Because I'm a DJ, whatever we're gonna do, and we got
Okay, okay.
2025. I'm holding you to it.
Let's go. I mean, I'm holding you to it too, right? If you're not
Okay.
DJing, I well, can't do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Woo, woo. It feels hard, but I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll be confident. I'll wear some confident gear, get my lip gloss on, and
There we go.
language right, and just
Yep. Body language is key. Let's get it.
let's go. Let's go. Wow, you might have just answered this, but my word for this year has been like co-creation. So, like,
Okay.
what is something that you would love to collaborate on in in the near future?
Pretty much just that inspiring the youth.
Okay.
Yeah. So inspiring the youth. And I would put it like this, inspiring the youth by any means necessary. So that just means that it doesn't have to be something that the world thinks it should be, but it's more of the, to be honest, inspiring the youth to inspire us. So that's providing them the tools, letting them be the motivational speakers, let them speak. Sometimes I think we get away from the youth, could possibly get away from being influencers are really motivational speakers in a sense.
Mhm.
They're providing some type of motivation if it's motivation to do what they do. But I think because of the statistics and social media, such as YouTube and like Twitch and all of that, you know, that we that's the tool. So that's pretty much kind of where I want to help influence that and push that forward.
I also love the inspiring the youth to inspire us. Uh,
Yes.
what happens when we're just this big community of people inspiring people who inspire people and inspire people? Because I think
Right.
if you have an inspired community that has that just like circle of inspiration,
Yeah.
who knows what's possible? Like
So much
who?
and learn from the youth.
Yeah.
I'm learning from the youth in regards to, okay, so Twitch, gotcha. Okay, YouTube. Hmm. Wow. So can you imagine in our season adults being
Mhm.
open to it? We need more adults to be open to our youth, inspiring us, educating us, providing knowledge.
Yeah,
So definitely have to have that. No, I definitely do because they do know.
they do. And just like that inspiration circle is like
Mhm.
also like perspective, right? Because someone
Yes.
who's seasoned will have a longer term perspective and has seen previous iterations of things. And someone
Yeah.
who's new may have just not, I don't say more creativity, just like I don't have the old stories yet.
Mhm.
So this is all new to me, right? What
Right.
about this?
Right.
Why do we even do them? Why do we even do things this way? Right? Like someone who's been there before, like has reasons for it, but someone new can ask that question. And I
Oh
think
yes.
when we all come together, it will, and it has been, and it will continue to be a beautiful thing.
Oh, definitely. 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 So we got more to go, but that's definitely my mission for
Yeah.
sure.
And let's inspire each other forward. Let's do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, are you ready for some rapid fire questions?
I'm ready, Justin. Go.
What is something that inspires you and why?
What inspires me is YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube inspired, and when I say that, it's just the different YouTube channels that I watch. I
Mhm.
mainly watch anything that's empowering from the business aspect of it. I don't even watch like TV. I go to YouTube, and that's what's inspiring me at this point because it's definitely providing a lot of education for me for sure. So that's YouTube.
Okay. Awesome. What is your favorite self-care activity or routine?
Hot baths. Now, my understanding that they shouldn't be that hot, but I like it hot. And it's so relaxing with my phone. So yeah, that's the best self-care ever.
Fair, fair. People who know me or listen to certain episodes know that I'm a big hot tub fan. Like it's just there, you sit there.
Yeah, relax
Mm,
in
yeah.
your own world.
Hmm,
So
hmm.
yeah. Yep. So
I,
that's my self-care routine.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking about hot tubs, and there's this weird idea I have of
Hmm.
starting a TikTok channel, but every video will be posted from a hot tub.
Good.
It's
You
I
should do that.
don't we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know what the vibe would be. You know what? Well, it'll figure itself out.
Right, right, right. But yeah, that's a good.
Okay. Another question. Next year, World Pride is here in DC. So that'll be an interesting experience.
Okay.
And so what I'm asking people at times is when you think of pride, like what does pride, the word itself, mean to you?
The biggest thing is pretty much, I'm gonna be honest, the colors. That's the
Mm,
first thing I think about is the colors and how all colors are different, but they come together as one. They stand for something. They stand for togetherness. They stand for family. They stand for being authentic. So there's so many different things, but really the colors. So because everyone's different, but they're together. And when you see the flag, the rainbow, you automatically know what that means. You don't have to think about what is that. So that's what that means to me or symbolize for me for sure. So I got
okay.
to come. I'll be there.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be May into June.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of
Let
things
me
going
know.
on. It will be a lot of things going on. It's just going to be like human rights conferences, there's music festivals, there's like a sports thing, play
Okay.
Olympics. I don't know what they're calling it, but like
A
sports
lot of things.
festivals, this, that, the other. Personally, I've been talking to some people, and I'm like, ooh, let's do like a little queer tech conference, like something to bring technology, queer people in technology,
Yes.
coming at it from that direction. So there's going to be a lot. It's going to be a time, and I hope that everyone will be able to not only show up, but maybe the beginning of May to rest, stack up on rest so that for those for that week or two you can take
Yes.
yourself and then make it through with fun, joy, community, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. uh,
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely let me know more. I definitely want to be a part and support.
will do. Okay, back to these questions. So
Hmm.
do you have a favorite joke or something you recently laughed at?
I don't have a favorite joke, but something I recently laughed at because I got the 4-year-old.
Mhm.
So the 4-year-old, I always tell her that I want her stomach because she's 4. It's like she has, like to me, not a six pack, but she's 4. She has the best stomach.
Right.
So I told her, do you want mommy's stomach? And kids are very honest. She said, no, it's too heavy. So yeah, I mean, I have to laugh. So
Yeah.
I'll be at the gym as soon as we are done.
Awesome. I love kids. Their perspectives, right? That perspective of oof,
And honest, very
right?
honest,
Your
right?
vocabulary is limited, but so specific and like to the point.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I'm at the gym, Justin. I'll be at the gym as soon as we're done.
All right, two more questions then. All right, so who is a queer change maker that inspires you?
Justin, you are because of all that you do, what you're doing is absolutely amazing, and you're very consistent. And so you are my career change maker. You. So I need to give you I don't know. We're just gonna do some clap. So greatly, really, really appreciate you and all that you do for our community. And when we say that, I want to just say too, just for the community, right? Not ours, but the community also. So that's why you are. So you need to do like some This is just a suggestion. We need to be doing like an award ceremony or something like that, like
Yeah.
some big
Like
thing.
I okay, long-term vision, right? Podcast called Queer Changemakers. So
Yes.
long-term vision, like a queer changemakers conference.
Yeah.
And then like, right?
Yes.
Like why not do a thing and highlight some of the people who've shared their stories and visions. And
Yes.
honestly, part of what I want to do is when people do things like sharing their visions or things we want to be co-creative on or collaborative on, it's like
Mhm.
part of my to-do list this month is to look back at all the things people said and are there little synchronicities, places where it's like, oh, they said this and they said that. Someone wants to write a children's book and someone likes to illustrate children's book.
Hmm.
Right? And then like
Yeah.
putting it together, and someone already has a children's book out and may have some perspectives on that journey. Anyway, that would be really fun and amazing. And also, thank you for saying that. I had to like let that soak in and
Yeah,
appreciate.
let that sit there.
Uh,
Sit there with that. So yeah, you're great. So I definitely appreciate you.
Thank you for that. Okay. And now the final question
Mhm.
is, do you have a piece of advice or guiding word of wisdom that has been helpful for you and your journey and could be good for our listeners to hear?
Mm. Well, I think I've touched on self-confidence big time, just
Mhm.
as we have been speaking. But 2025, the most important is three words, is manifestation, motivation, and self-confidence. In life, you need to speak it, which is going to allow you to manifest it. And then you have to motivate what you just manifest because this is something that you wanted. And then tie all that into the self-confidence piece of it too. So I'm living that dream now. I'm not just saying something to say it. I manifest myself living the life that I'm living now, right? Also, too, the motivation part of it is that self-motivation of what I have manifest, and then the self-confidence is always going to play a part of that. So really, manifestation, motivation, and self-confidence. That's the key. And it's big time key for 2025.
Well, thank you for having this conversation. Thank you for sharing these tips,
You,
reminding us to be confident consistently, thinking about manifestation, motivation, and self confidence as we move into the next year. Super excited for where it will be. And I hope that, at least for me in my own life, and for our listeners, and for you, that we're able to step into 2025 with that confidence and, make it for us, right? It's about us. Let's
yes.
let's figure out what we want and go for it and have our community on our back. So
Well, I just want to thank you, Justin. I so appreciate you and whatever I can do to support, be a part of, I am here because again, I'm Michelle, the confidence coach. Thank you.
thank you for listening to this episode of Queer Changemakers. This is Justin, and I hope you are able to get some inspiration and maybe some ideas about how you can take action to create positive change in your life, communities, and beyond. See you next time.